Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we make sense of the confusing world of corporate filings. And today we're looking at VC Health Incorporated to see if they're on the right track or if they're just spinning their wheels. This report from VC Health Incorporated is all about a postponed shareholder meeting. Why is this important? Well, these meetings are where important decisions are made about the company's future, and when they get moved, it often signals something isn't quite right behind the scenes. Before we dive in, if you are enjoying these straightforward corporate breakdowns, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you want to chat with us and other finance enthusiasts, join our Discord community. The link is in the description below. So what exactly is this filing? It is a Form 8K, which is basically a company's way of telling the US Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, about any big news that shareholders should know about right away. It is not a regular financial report like a 10Q or 10K, but it can reveal crucial events that impact the company's direction. The main news here is that VC Health Incorporated, or the company as they call themselves, announced they are postponing their annual meeting of stockholders. This meeting was originally planned for the 15th of December. They are also telling us they don't think there will be enough shareholders present, either in person or by proxy, to even have the meeting. This is a pretty big deal because a quorum, which is the minimum number of people needed to make official decisions, is essential for these meetings to happen. Think of it like this: if many people don't show up for a vote, the decisions made might not be valid. So, to avoid that problem, they've pushed the meeting back. The new date for the meeting is the 30th of December, and it will be held online, a live webcast, which is pretty common these days. It is interesting that they are still trying to get the meeting done before the end of the year. Now, why would this happen? It could be a signal of low shareholder engagement, or perhaps there are some unresolved issues that management wanted to address before the meeting. It is not necessarily a red flag for their business operations, but it does raise questions about how well they are connecting with their investors. We also see information about their common stock and warrants. Warrants are like options that give the holder the right to buy shares at a certain price. In this case, it is one share of common stock at $11.50 per S-share. This is important for understanding who might be interested in buying more stock and at what price. The filing also mentions US dollars, which is standard for companies reporting in the United States, and it talks about shares, which again is fundamental to understanding the ownership structure of the company. The company is also using this report, specifically the Regulation FD disclosure part, to announce the postponement via a press release. Regulation FD, or fair disclosure, is a rule that prevents companies from selectively sharing important information with certain people. They have to tell everyone at the same time. This section, Other Events, is where they elaborate on the postponement. They are clearly stating that they anticipate not having enough shares represented to reach that crucial quorum. This is a direct admission that they are struggling to get the necessary shareholder participation for this meeting. The record date remains the 20th of November. This means if you own shares on that date, you are eligible to vote even if you've sold them since then. And for those who already voted, they don't need to do anything unless they want to change their vote. This is to keep things fair and consistent. Importantly, the proposals themselves haven't changed. This implies the reason for the low anticipated turnout isn't due to controversial new proposals, but rather a general lack of engagement or perhaps an issue with how they've been communicating with shareholders. They are really pushing for stockholders to vote before the 29th of December. This urgency suggests they are worried about not meeting the quorum even on the new date. Under financial statements and exhibits, they are listing the press release announcing this postponement as Exhibit 99.1. This is a common practice to include related documents with the main filing. And of course, Exhibit 104 is the interactive data file, which is what tools like ours use to analyze these filings. The report is signed by Milton Chen, who is the co-chief executive officer. This confirms the seriousness of the announcement coming directly from the top leadership. Now, let's look at the bigger picture for VC Health Incorporated. This postponement of their annual meeting, while not directly financial, can be a symptom of underlying issues. It signals a challenge in engaging with their shareholder base. This could mean shareholders are not actively participating, possibly because they are unimpressed with the company's performance or future outlook, or perhaps the company's communication strategy isn't resonating. In terms of direction, the company seems to be trying to maintain its course by simply rescheduling the meeting rather than addressing any potential root causes for the low anticipated turnout, if there are any. The fact that the proposals remain unchanged suggests they are sticking to their original plans. However, the real opportunity here lies in how they manage this situation and re-engage their investors. A failure to do so could lead to further apathy from shareholders and potentially make it harder to raise capital or make important strategic decisions in the future. One notable risk is precisely this disengagement from shareholders. If a significant portion of shareholders feel unheard or uninterested, it can create a difficult environment for the company's growth and long-term strategy. On the flip side, an opportunity exists for VC Health Incorporated to use this as a chance to improve their shareholder communications and perhaps even solicit feedback to better understand investor concerns. In conclusion, this filing isn't about a sudden financial crisis, but rather a procedural hiccup that hints at greater challenges in investor relations. While the business itself might be operating fine, the ability to get shareholders on board is crucial for any public company. They need to ensure they are communicating effectively and creating value that resonates with their investors. Alright, that is our breakdown of VC Health Incorporated's latest filing. What is your take on this postponed meeting and what it might mean for the company? Do you think they will be able to get enough shareholders to attend the rescheduled meeting? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps. And subscribe for more deep dives into corporate filings. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description for more discussions. Thanks for watching. See you next time.